at that, how iconic do you realize that moment is? Because like you went toe to toe with one of the greatest scorers of all time, and you pretty much we got it on record. You outplayed him, and you got some big moments. So what do you think about that?
I mean, it's iconic for me because it's in LA. I'm a Valley kid, and that's who we grew up on. But you got to remember, I'm studying him, so I know his flaws, I know his weakness, I know what he can't do against me. So all I had to do is stay in my zone of scoring against him. Like I know with Kobe, he's more machine, so I can't do the same thing twice. So from there, I have to have an all-around game. So I shoot the three this time. Next time, I got to pump fake a drive. Next time, I got to pump fake drive step back. You know, I can't really try to beat him with the same move every single time because he's too smart. You know, and then it was just my night.
All right, last question, Big 3. Obviously, Big 3 has a different kind of vibe to it compared to the NBA. What are some of the best things about the Big 3 outside of being on the court just in the 3-on-3 game? What do you think that the NBA could implement that the Big 3 does?
Two different styles. You know, it's just two different styles of basketball. You know, you can't try to say, all right, the NBA, you take something from it. It's just two different styles. This is more of a street ball, 3-on-3 type of, you know, feel to it. It brings you back to growing up. You know, but you know, growing up, you're 18, 17, 19, so you can take those hits. When you get a little bit older, it's like, that actually hurts. You know, so. You know, the concept is brilliant. There's going to always be retired players. There's going to always be guys who can still play, that still wants to play. So, and we don't have to bang and put too much, you know, damage on our knees. So, I'm glad I got to experience it now. All winter, spring, and fall, I get to train for next season and know how to train for next season.
Without seeing them play yet, who do you think is a better team on paper, the Lakers or the Clippers?
Right? Lakers by far. Like that, I mean, Lakers by they're too dominant. You know, they have height, they have athletes. Like, you know, you throw a lineup with LeBron at the 1, Kuzma at the 2, AD at the 3, whoever at the 4, JaVale at the 5. Who's driving in the lane? They're gonna all jump to try to block that shit. So, you know, it's they're so versatile with height and athleticism. It's really gonna be hard to beat that team when they're all clicking.
You think Kawhi leaving Toronto, do you think that kills the Raptors as far as
Raptors being in Canada is hard for, like, it's hard for American players. You gotta remember, most kids are coming from the hood, you know, that this is where my family, friends are. So me going all the way to another country, my friends, family can't get there. So that's already a conflict. You know, that my friend, my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters can't, you know, get there often. They can drive to Atlanta, they can drive to Chicago and go and follow me and come to all my games. So, you know, when someone like Kawhi is a free agent and you're like, well, why would he leave? He just won a championship. Well, that's exactly why he leaves. He's already won 2 championships. What is he playing for now? Maybe he wants to play 41 home games in front of his mother, you know, for the first time in his career. You know, like, that's important. Like, it's the little things, not the money. You gotta remember, we have the money. It's the little things that count. Like, yo, I want my mom to be able to come to the games and sit here. I can spend time with her. I can start a family here. My mom can be a grand. Like, you know, it's just the little things sometimes once a player gets into year 5, 6, 7, 8.
What do you think about the Mavs? What do you think about Luka and Kristaps? Do you think they have a shot at the playoffs potentially?
Yeah, you know, the thing about the Mavs is, or just any organization, is the owner. You know, the loyalty. You know, from a player who's been in the league that knows, you know, Cuban and how he moves. He's a very loyal owner, and we can see that by how he treated Dirk. And people don't understand that's important for your future. How you treat the star man that was there before me. So the fact that most organizations would have traded Dirk 6 years ago for something better, and the fact that he let Dirk go out when Dirk decided to go out, and you paid Dirk big money where it was handicapping your organization. But it wasn't about the money. It was about, I'm treating Dirk how Dirk treated me throughout 20 years. So if Dirk wanted to play one more year, he would have been on that. He'd be on that roster, you know. And so with Luka and Porzingis, we already know they're going to be there for 20 years. And with those 20 years, Cuban's going to do whatever it takes to get those guys another championship.
With that loyalty, why do you think it's been so hard for the Mavs to get a free agent though? It seems like
it's designed. The NBA is designed for players not to leave. You know, if I'm sitting at 250 here, and Mavs can only offer me 190, that's 60 million. I mean, you know, I don't. That's hard to swallow, and this is not a big enough market for me to make it up outside of basketball. So that's why LA's always have the advantage. New York's always have the advantage. Chicago's, because they can make it up in off the court money, shoot. Because you got to remember, in the big market, your shoe money doubles damn near. You know, so somebody like LeBron, if you'd have went to New York, he'd have been a billionaire within that first championship.
You tell the camera where Melo should be next year.
Where Melo should be next year is a place where his skill set is needed. So his skill set right now is needed in Los Angeles. They need a Los Angeles Lakers. They need a go-to guy. They need a guy who can get a bucket in the half court. Right now, they don't have that actual guy. Kuzma's great, but I don't think he's ready to take over games. I know Ingram was being that guy, but he's gone. So right now, they need a guy who can get a bucket in the last couple seconds, couple minutes of the game, so LeBron can do what LeBron does, and that's to get the other 4 players involved. Okay, that's a misconception. I've never been blackballed. I had 66 million when I got amnesty. I got an offer to come to the Lakers, got a tryout, did amazing. And then I talked them out of picking me. Because they were like, yo, how long do you need before you're in shape, you know? And I was like, a month. You know, because I didn't want to come all the way to LA, I'm in Orlando. And then I got the next call was Memphis. So I go to Memphis, killed the workout, because it's like I can't take a workout. It's like either I'm gonna go and do the workout or I'm just stay the fuck home. And I go kill it, and I'm like, yeah, y'all have a great year this year, you know, doing the whole, you know, good. You know, hopefully I see y'all next year, blah, 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 and good luck in the playoffs. I'm on the way to the airport. They're like, oh no, we're gonna sign you, come on back. And I'm like, wait, no, wait. I told my son we're going fishing this weekend, and you know, I don't really think that I'm the guy you need. And they're like, no, we have the contract ready. And I'm like, I didn't want to play. I got 66 million. Like, let me enjoy my fishing. Let me unplug. But it's like, okay, you know, I went to, you know, with the Hollands and said, I'll suit up and get ready for the playoffs. I got hurt. I jammed my finger, so I had to sit like 2 weeks before playoffs started. So when the playoffs started, I wasn't in rhythm, so he didn't really play me as much. But when I first got there, I was playing a lot, and we was meshing together. The reason I didn't go back is because Eddie Jordan went to the Lakers, right? And that's when Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, all of them were coming. They had 15 signed. So I trained, if you look at the article back then, I'm training at the Clippers facility, open run, killing open run. So I got the rumor that Doc was gonna invite me to camp. I didn't want that invite because I wanted the Laker invite because the 2 guards that would have been there is Steve Nash, who was beat up, and Steve Blake. This is playing time. Right there, you just signed JJ Redick. I'm not gonna play. You got JJ Redick, Chris Paul, you got Jamal Crawford. There's no time there. This is where the time is. So when I go to when they opened up their little camp like a week before training camp, I'm killing them too. Oh yeah, you guys, this is funny. And then but they don't have a roster spot. So I'm talking with Eddie Jordan. It's like, what should I do? It's like, you can go to the G League, train with the G League, learn our plays. Your plays. I invented this playbook y'all about to bring in. Like this is my playbook. I don't need to learn none of that. What I need to do is get my killer instinct back. So you know what? I'm gonna go to China. I'm gonna go to China. By time you guys need me, it'll be All-Star Weekend, and I can jump on. Go to China. First game, get injured. Pulled groin, struggled the whole season with the pulled groin, so when I came back, Steve Nash gets hurt, I can't come on the roster. Because, you know, I'm rehabbing this, and and then the following year, I'm back rehabbing, boom, 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 playing in the Drew League, meniscus tear on my right knee after I hit a triple-double. And then that's what actually stopped my career. I tore meniscus here, like this actually still bothers me. Like this is one that I had 4 knee surgeries on, which is fine. It's this meniscus tear in 13 I did, and I had it fixed in 2016, but it still bothers me, and it's like, ah. So it's like every time I got ready to do something, I got injured, and it's just like, you know what? God is already telling me, just be done. You know, so it wasn't that they blackballed me. I was getting calls. It was like, sorry, Doc. You know, sorry, Doc. That Laker jaw look more appealing, baby. You know, like if you look at it, you see Gilbert Arenas gets invited to the Clipper camp. I'm like, I'm not going there. I want this Steve Nash and Steve Blake battle. This is easy. You know. But
Thank you.